motorway and heading south with the heavy, heavy eyes and the dry dirt mouth going south, south. Motorway's coming like a video game at 100 miles an hour. The old truck groans and the wheels complain, but I can't go any slower.
Ladies and gentlemen, on stage for the last show of the 1983 European Tour, David Bowie and his band!
I'll never touch you.
Dates playing to almost 1 million people. Here alone, 150,000 have gathered over 3 days to watch Bowie give his first open-air concert in England since the heady days of Glastonbury. It seems that the one-time space oddity, glam rocker and electronic pioneer has finally come down to earth as a genuine superstar.
Such a wonderful person.
Perhaps it shouldn't be surprising that Bowie
I hear her heart beating loud as thunder, slowly stars.
After all, his latest hit, China Girl, returns to his abiding passion for the Orient. Because this is Milton Keynes is where high-tech meets eco-logic, where concrete meets conservation, and where the silicon chip meets the fiberglass rod.
Me? I moved here because I like the fishing. Wouldn't it be nice if all cities were like Milton Keynes?
On this particular July weekend, Milton Keynes looked like no other English city. Thousands of scantily clad Bowie fans had turned the space-age city centre into a slice of downtown Los Angeles from the 1960s. Sights like these, I suspect, would have gladdened the hearts of the planners responsible for Milton Keynes. In 1967, While David Bowie was recording the ludicrous Laughing Gnome, Milton Keynes was born. A small Buckinghamshire village was to be turned into a new city of 250,000 people. Equestrian Dorian Williams led local opposition to this outrage.
Well, it will in fact take a considerable slice out of our territory, territory that we've hunted for very many years in this area.
Does that mean you could no longer hunt in this area?
Well, obviously we won't be able to hunt where the new town is, but it will be difficult to hunt near to the new town because when you get a large new urban establishment, there are bound to be difficulties in the area.
But Dorian's hunting, shooting and fishing days were over. The mischievous planners were already at their drawing boards. Elizabeth Lee's concrete cows are a product of the same sense of fun which infects much of Milton Keynes. Even the main street is no ordinary road. Walking along Midsummer Boulevard, the sun rises in front of you and sets behind you. It's a sort of 20th century Stonehenge. And at one end, David Bowie Inside Milton Keynes Central, a slightly scaled-down model of Heathrow Airport, a stream of buses are ferrying fans to the Bowl. The bowl itself is a vast crater which could have been caused by a meteorite, but was actually built, like most things in Milton Keynes, with a mechanical shove days running. By everybody.
I think it's superb. It makes it more fun.
No,
it makes it more looser atmosphere. You can let yourself go work and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
It's a day out. You don't have to be a sardine, you know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I like
great, yeah.
Much
Nice.
prefer the open air, you know.
Yeah?
And it's such a nice day for it, so unusual.
Right.
I've just come back myself from a little jaunt abroad, you know,
so you're just topping up your tan.
Yeah.
It's not a very good place for sunbathing because you get people walking by and shadowing you all the time.
Right. Well, almost everybody. But what of the man everyone had come to see? Not surprisingly, we found plenty of fans.
He's the master, isn't he? I mean, what he does, everyone follows.
What's so special about him that you go to all that trouble?
Brilliant.
Hello, Mum. Just brilliant. Right, but I mean, nothing special.
Oh, yeah. He's my favourite person.
He's your favourite person at the moment?
I prefer those hosts to Bowie, actually.
You do?
I'm tossing up about 1,000 mark here.
Really?
Yeah.
Where does that come from, is it?
Every
Every penny you've got?
Yeah. I'll go back and I pay 35.
Such devotion is nothing new in Bowie fans. The man has always been able to inspire it. It's 5 whole years since Bowie last toured in this country. At Earl's Court in 1978, he took fans by surprise. Gone were the characters like Ziggy and the Thin White Jew, and in their place was a good old-fashioned concert with a lavish helping of familiar tunes.
This tour has been
It seemed after nearly 15 years in the music business that Bowie was finally going to break out of the cult status he'd been saddled with in the 1970s. He looked to be enjoying
big tour in 2 years' time, 1980.
But the tours never happened. Aside from a couple of albums and the single Under Pressure, a surprise joint effort with Glitter Merchant's Queen, Bowie stepped back from the music scene to concentrate on other projects, notably his blossoming career as a movie actor. Almost perversely, the moment superstardom started tugging at his sleeve, he was giving it the elbow.
You have been found guilty on all charges. The sentence will be carried out without delay.
Jimmy! I don't need any help. I've practiced walking for years.
His latest movie, due out next month, is Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, directed by Nagisa Oshima. In it, Bowie stars in his most unlikely role yet, a New Zealander
The blindfold is for the firing squad, so they don't look into your eyes as you die. Yosh, そのままにしてやれ。
上司、来い！
That's a good one.
With acting taking up more and more of his time, many of Bowie's fans wondered if they'd ever see him performing live again. So I asked Bowie watcher and journalist Michael Watts about the singer's apparent withdrawal.
I don't think it was really a withdrawal, in the sense that
He's been developing during
Well, I think he takes it seriously, but it's always seemed to me that he's been cast to a large and in Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, I think it's the first time he's been asked to act without those elements to act.
For the comparatively dangerous world of acting came about partly because of changes in the rock scene around 1978. Suddenly, off the pop video production line came scores of little David Bowies, or at least scores of people trying desperately to look like David Bowie. And most of them, like Gary Newman,
Commentators like Gary Newman were trading upon a certain aspect of what he's done. I think he probably decided to stay away for that reason during that period. I think that could be one aspect of it, yeah. was saying about his facility for knocking out hits.
Right.
The fact that I'm sure he felt that he could always come back and do it.
Right. In 1983, at the Milton Keynes Bowl, Bowie is coming back and doing it with a vengeance. A festival we all thought had gone out of fashion. David Bowie has emerged as the kind of superstar we all thought had gone out of style. He's taken his place in the Museum of Rock alongside the Jaggers and the Stewarts, who can regularly draw tens of thousands of fans. Unable to believe this was really happening, South of Watford ran its own poll with the fans. The first question was whether Bowie had managed to attract people from all over the country. Where have you come from?
Pershore, Worcestershire.
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, yeah.
Dorset.
Dorset.
London.
Do you live in Milton?